Hey and welcome to the Daily Manchester United news. Let's begin with our daily news. Wout Weghorst opens up on life at Man United. Burnley loanee Wout Weghorst has opened up on his life at Manchester United for the first time since joining the club as a short-term replacement for Cristiano Ronaldo. The Dutch striker touched down at Old Trafford in January as an emergency signing after the Red Devil severed ties with the Portuguese superstar, but despite enjoying plenty of playing time under Ten Hag, the 30-year-old has failed to live up to expectations, netting only against Nottingham Forest and Real Betis thus far, though he is yet to score in the Premier League as a Man United player. Weghorst is seemingly happy at the Theatre of Dreams. Asked about his brief experience at Old Trafford, he replied, "Really positive, really good feeling, great feeling, and yeah, still really special. I am proud to be here." Weghorst also highlighted the difficulty of playing in the Premier League, insisting it's incomparable to other leagues. He added, "Premier League, to be honest, you can't compare anything. The level, intensity, tempo, it's different. Not only the Super League in Turkey, I have also played in the Netherlands and the Bundesliga. But I think the Premier League is the biggest and the toughest competition in the world." Speaking of Old Trafford, the Dutch international was all praise for the stadium and the atmosphere. Weghorst said, "Special. The stadium is beautiful. It's got old school football. I love it. You can feel how big the club is, how it's been lifted on match days. Really great to be part of it." Weghorst couldn't avoid hailing his special relationship with his countryman Ten Hag, who has established him at Man United. He said, "We are from the same area, but this is the first time we have been working closely together. We have similarities. We are both living to win trophies, to deliver, and to be there every single match." Raphael Varane opens the door to retiring at Man United. In an exclusive interview with the GQ magazine, Raphael Varane has opened the door to spending the remainder of his career at Manchester United. The Frenchman joined the Red Devils from Real Madrid in the summer of 2021, and he has since been a key player for the team at the heart of the defense. Varane is currently one of the indispensable figures in the squad, and he has now welcomed the possibility of seeing out the rest of his career at United. Speaking to GQ magazine, he said, "A serious option. I will finish my career either at Real Madrid, Manchester United, or at Lens. For sure, I won't do another club, but Madrid, it seems complicated. You don't tend to go back generally. The most likely is that I end in Manchester or Lens." The World Cup winner has had his fair share of injuries in his short United career, but he has been an undisputed starter when available for selection. This season, Varane has formed a super partnership with Lisandro Martinez in central defense. He has completed 86% of his passes while making 3.7 clearances. The duo have played a huge part in the club's brilliant campaign thus far, and there is still work to be done to qualify for next season's Champions League. Meanwhile, United recently ended their six-year trophy drought by winning the Carabao Cup, but they are still in contention to win the FA Cup and Europa League. Varane was absent for Fulham game before the break with a knock, but United fans will be hoping that he will be available for the trip to Newcastle United. United are likely to pursue another marquee centre-back in the near future, but Varane should continue to remain a key player so long as he can stay unscathed. Marcel Sabitzer masterclass as stars scores 2 and assists 1 for Austria. Manchester United loanee Marcel Sabitzer produced a masterclass to fire Austria to a win over Azerbaijan. Marcel Sabitzer led the way for Ralf Rangnick's side as they racked up a 4-1 win home victory. Sabitzer carried on where he left off for Manchester United in the FA Cup, where he netted his first Red Devils goal by getting on the score sheet for his country. The Bayern München loanee netted a goal in each half to get his nation off to a strong start in Euro 2024 qualifying. Marcel Sabitzer was selected as captain and led the way for his team. scoring their first and third goals. The first of his goals came from open play just inside the box, while the second was a free kick in the second half. Sabitzer added to his special night by providing an assist for Christoph Baumgartner to net Austria's fourth of the night. This was one of the three chances he created on the night, in addition to having six shots at goal. Austria are next in action on Monday at home to Estonia, where they will be looking to make it 2 wins from 2. Sabitzer played 74 minutes and was awarded a 9.4 of 10 ratings by FotMob. This week, the midfielder explained how he has been staying behind after trying to do extra shooting practice at Carrington. With 3 goals in his last 2 games now for club and country, it seems to be paying off. We have been really impressed by the midfielder since he joined United on loan, and he could have a major impact in the last few weeks of the season, especially if he plays like he did last night. Manchester United loanee Ahmad says he's got so much stronger this season. Manchester United loanee Ahmad Diallo says he has bulked up significantly since he first joined under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. The 20-year-old is out on loan at Sunderland in the Championship, looking to help Tony Mowbray's side get promoted back to the Premier League. Ahmad has done an interview with the club media during the international break, where he has talked about his development in the Northeast. His loan spell last season at Rangers did not go to plan, but he has found a home at the Stadium of Light and has realized the changes he needed to make to meet the demands of English football. Here is what Ahmad said: "When I arrived at Manchester United, I was a bit thin, but yes, now I do lots in the gym, even when I am at home and I haven't much to do. I think that it's needed for playing here in England, because you need to do everything you can to be able to react to playing in this league. We have faced many teams in the Championship that had very physical players, but I think the game doesn't always depend on the physicality, because I think you have the technical ability, and if you have the ability to play fast, your physicality is less important. But yes, like I said before, it's important to have muscles to play against defenders. However, if you are an intelligent player that can make the difference, then it's needed less." Ahmad did not say either way whether he wants to go out on loan again next season or stay and fight for a place at United. He is in an interesting position because United are actually not blessed with tons of players who can play on the right wing and offer balance. In theory, he could offer the same as Anthony, cutting in from that right hand side onto his left foot if the season in the Championship has got him to the level required. On the other hand, a Premier League loan may be required to bridge the gap, and it remains to be seen what Erik ten Hag's plans for him are. Man United owners will consider selling minority shares if revised bids don't impress them. Sky Sports journalist Kavi Solhekol has revealed that the Glazers will refuse to sell Manchester United if their asking price is not met. They want £6 billion to part with Old Trafford club. They want £6 billion to part with the Old Trafford club and will consider selling minority stakes if the new bids do not impress them. Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani and Sir Jim Ratcliffe are in pole position to complete a full takeover. They have met with Man United at the club facilities for talk, and the revised bids are to follow. Ratcliffe has made an improved offer, and Sheikh Jassim's revised bid is expected. The British billionaire's bid has not been revealed, but the Qataris will likely outbid him. Both may need to offer £6 billion to have a chance of buying the Red Devils, Solhekol said on Sky Sports. "We have been told consistently, I was told this again on Wednesday night, the Glazers and Rainey will look at all the offers and proposals they have received. The first ones they will look at are the ones from the bidders who want to buy the whole club. Now I think there are going to be two, or maybe at most three of those bids, the Qataris, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, and there could be another bid. I don't think there would be. If they don't like the numbers, if the price is not right with either of those two bids, then they will turn and look at other proposals, and the other proposals are just to sell a minority stake. So that's still a real possibility. consistently, we have been told do not be surprised if the Glazers stay. Elliott Investment Management have already tabled an offer for a minority stake. The American hedge fund initially offered to finance potential bidders, but they opted to bid for a stake after their representatives met with Man United. Their offer includes their earlier proposal to provide financing for bidders, with some of the Glazers uninterested in selling the club. Elliott's bid could be too juicy for them to turn down. The final call lies with the owners, and it will be intriguing to see how all this will end. Fabrizio has tweeted recently Sheikh Jassim has submitted a second round bid to buy Manchester United overnight. Understand Qatar's Sheikh Jassim group remain confident. They believe the bid is the best one for the club, fans, and local community. The ball is now in a Glazers' court. United target Randall Kolo Muani indicates that he wants a big move this summer. Manchester United target Randall Kolo Muani has admitted to the media that he would like a big future move. The striker is currently having his best season in terms of goals, scoring 16 in 35 appearances for his club. He has attracted interest from around Europe, with Man United and Chelsea reported to be keen admirers. Outside of the Premier League, Bayern Munich and Paris Saint-Germain are also interested in the forward. The 24-year-old has recently broken into the international team, first appearing at the 2022 World Cup for France. This summer could be an important one for the forward, with a move to a club in the Champions League highly likely. According to L'Equipe via 90 Minutes, Moani is flirting with the idea of moving to a bigger club. The French international spoke to the outlet about his future and whether he will stay at Frankfurt. Moani told the media, "We talk about it a lot already, but I try to be focused on my club. We continue our performances and we will see this summer. Afterwards, I always dreamed of playing in big clubs. I thought I was going to need some time to adapt, maybe a year, but everything exploded. Either way, I am ready for any challenge. I ask the club to get me my statistics on my matches each time. I share this with my physical trainer to know what to improve. I do a lot of goals and assists, but it's not at the level where I should be. I still miss quite a bit. This is only my third full season as a pro. It's clear to see that the forward is still learning more about his technique and the professional game itself. However, this season is his strongest season so far, and he is clearly developing into a top striker. Erik ten Hag will be keen to find an attacker this summer following the departure of Cristiano Ronaldo earlier on in the season. Wout Weghorst could stay permanently after being fairly impressive during his stint on loan from Burnley, but even if he does, United will need to strengthen. The People's Person recently reported that Man United were very interested in a move costing up to £105 million for Muani. Man United could sign Barcelona winger Ansu Fati for just €35 million this summer. Manchester United could have the chance to sign Barcelona winger Ansu Fati for just €35 million this summer, according to Spanish outlet Cuatro. The 20-year-old is regarded as one of the best young talents in Spanish football, but his progress has been stunted by his limited playing time under manager Xavi. This season, Fati has played just over 1,300 minutes over 38 appearances, and it's now claimed that he will most likely leave the club if his situation does not improve. As per Quattro, United were willing to pay €100 million for his services 3 years ago, but the La Masia graduate could be priced away for only €35 million this summer. Fati definitely has plenty of potential in him, but a summer move to Old Trafford does not make sense. The youngster is a left winger by trade, and United have the position well covered at the moment. Marcus Rashford has been in world-class form in recent months. The England star recently netted his 27th goal of the campaign for the Red Devils. Meanwhile, United have a fantastic young deputy in Alejandro Garnacho, who has 9 goal contributions this term, the same as Fati for Barcelona. Erik ten Hag also has a Jadon Sancho, who is comfortable from the same role, and in our opinion, United don't require more depth in that position. Hence, the speculation is clearly driven by Fati's agent, Jorge Mendes, who is aiming to use United's name to attract interest from other elite clubs. Fati would have been a top class signing back in the summer of 2020, but United are now well covered on the left wing and need a marquee striker instead. I will be uploading daily Manchester United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.